So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for joining today. I wanted to seek the blessing of Radha Madhava, Radha Shyamsundar, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Nrsimhadev Bhagavan, Jagannath Baladev, Subhadra, Gaur Nitai, Tulsi Mani, Haridas Thakur, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. So, continuing on with Canto number 9, chapter 11. So, chapter 11 is called Lord Ramachandra Rules the World. This chapter describes how Lord Ramachandra resided in Ayodhya with his younger brothers and performed various sacrifices. Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, accepted an acharya. So, this is an example. The Supreme Lord, when he comes to this world, generally he also accepts a guru to show us that we also need a guru. He doesn't need a guru, but he does so as an example for us. And he performed various sacrifices by which to worship himself. And at the end of those sacrifices, he gave land to the Hota, the Advarya, Udgata, and Brahmin priests. He gave them the eastern, western, northern, and southern directions, respectively, and the balance he gave to the Acharya, considering that the Brahmins, who have no material desires, should possess the entire world. This is perfection of society, when the Brahmins are not greedy. When they become greedy, actually, it's the beginning of the destruction of that society. And we've seen that, right? We've seen that in Bharat when the caste system got corrupted. So, let me just, okay. So, both Lord Ramachandra and Sita Devi retained only the garments they wore. This is actually the perfection of life. If somehow we can reduce our belongings as we, continuing our celebrating our birthdays, birthday after birthday after birthday, but we're reducing our possessions, reducing our possessions. What an example. Both Lord Ramachandra and Sita Devi retained only the garments they wore. This is where we want to be. We don't want any material possessions, no material desires. Their faith in the Brahmanas and affection for his servants was observed by all the Brahmins, who then offered their prayers to the Lord and returned whatever they had taken from him. They regarded the enlightenment given to them by the Lord within the core of their hearts as a sufficient contribution. Performing yajna involves worshipping the Supreme Lord. Sacrifices were not different from the Lord. This was Treta Yuga. Treta Yuga was the yuga where sacrifice was the way to become self-realized. So sacrifices were not different from the Lord, since he is the process and the result of sacrifice. Here the Lord worshipped the Lord. Krishna meditated upon himself every morning as a grihastha, and similarly Ram performed yajnas to satisfy himself. But an ordinary soul shouldn't imitate the Supreme Lord by worshipping himself. A Kshatriya's duty is to give charity. A Brahman's duty is to accept charity, but not more than needed to maintain body and soul. Lord Ramachandra subsequently dressed himself like an ordinary person. He began wandering within the capital to understand what impression the citizens had of him. By chance, one night he heard a man talking to his wife who had gone to another man's house. In the course of rebuking his wife, the man spoke suspiciously of the character of Sita Devi. The Lord immediately returned home, and fearing such rumors, he superficially decided to give up Sita Devi's company. Thus he sent Sita Devi, who was pregnant, to the shelter of Valmiki Ashram, Valmiki Muni, where she gave birth to twin sons named Love and Kush. So this is quite a very interesting part of Lord Ramachandra's pastimes with Mother Sita. He didn't abandon her. Valmiki Muni's ashram was still within his kingdom. But in order to stop the nonsense gossip, he had to uh, um, take his wife, get his wife to be going to Valmiki's ashram. And it wasn't that he married again. In fact, the Brahmins or the Guru, the Acharya, Vashishta Muni, he said to Lord Ramachandra, you are doing sacrifice, but you need a wife in order to fulfill the fruits of the sacrifice. Where's your wife? So Lord Ramachandra, he made a statue of Mother Sita, deity of Mother Sita, in gold. And she would sit with him. He would place her with him as they did the sacrifice. So he was full of great character. So a lot more can be said about this, but we can maybe later on. Lakshman begot two sons named Angad and Chitraketu. Bharat begot two sons named Taksha and Pushkala. Shatrughan begat two sons named Subahu and Shutasena. When Bharat went to conquer various lands on behalf of the emperor, Lord Ramachandra, he fought many millions of Gandharvas. By killing them in the fight, he acquired immense wealth, which he brought home. Shatrughan killed a demon named Lavana at Madhuvan and thus established the capital of Mathura. So this was...
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, all the brothers had boys. None of them had any girls. Because Ramchandra had two sons, then Lakshman had two sons, Bharat had two sons, Shatrughan had two sons. But it doesn't say anything about any girls they had.
True. That's correct, yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Good observation.
Yeah, I was just surprised. I said, and they were their four brothers. I don't think they had sister. Did they have sister?
No.
Ramchandra?
No.
No, that's it. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Meanwhile, Sita Devi placed her two sons, in the care of Valmiki Muni, and then meditated upon the lotus feet of Lord Ramachandra. She entered into the earth. Upon hearing of this, Lord Ramachandra was very much grieved. Thus he performed sacrifices for 13,000 years. Wow. Thereafter he entered his own abode, the Vaikuntha planet, beyond the Brahmajyoti, followed by the Ayodhya Vasis, who served him in various ways. Lord Ramachandra's reputation for having killed Ravan with showers of arrows at the request of the demigods and for having built a bridge over the ocean does not constitute the factual glory of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Ramachandra, whose spiritual body is always engaged in various pastimes. So his pastimes were way beyond what we normally remember, killing Ravan, building the bridge, but actually his pastimes were super divine and full of love. And there's one pastime with Sabri, who was waiting for him at her guru's ashram for years and years and years, having the faith in the words of her guru that Ram will come one day, and you have to meet him, you have to greet him. And he came, and he had such a wonderful pastimes with Sabri. And these really, endear one to the Supreme Lord, how he reciprocates with his devotees. Lord Ramachandra has no equal or superior, and therefore he has no need to take help from the monkeys to gain control over Ravan. This is the beauty of Ram. He engaged even non-humans, the monkeys, to help him. And they were not actually monkeys, they were Vanara, and it's a different kind of race. Very intelligent and very sophisticated, actually. But he didn't even need their help. He doesn't need anybody's help. He's self-satisfied. But in order to engage us he allows himself to be served. In reply to Parikshit's question about the relationship of Ram with his brothers and the residents of Ayodhya, Sukadeva Goswami ends this chapter by describing how the Lord ordered his brothers to conquer the world whilst he remained in Ayodhya to give audience to the citizens and run the state affairs. Results of hearing about the activities of Lord Ramachandra and describing how the Lord protects his citizens and displays affection for his his brothers. So hearing these, one actually reduces one's presence in this material world by remembering these pastimes over and over. There's 2 chapters dedicated to Lord Ramachandra in the Srimad Bhagavatam Puran. And although it's a very brief summary, it's like a complete summary of Lord Ramachandra's pastimes by Sukadeva Goswami. So chapter 12, the dynasty of Kusha, the son of Ramachandra, Lord Ramachandra. This chapter describes the dynasty of Kusha, the son of Lord Ramachandra. The members of this dynasty are descendants of Shashada, the son of Maharaj Ikshwaku. Following in the genealogical table of Lord Ramachandra's dynasty, Kusha, the Lord's son, was followed consequently by, okay, so we have loads of names. I won't go through them all unless we see somebody who we recognize. Vrajanaba, that sounds familiar. Hiryanaba. Hardly any of them we recognize, but this is the dynasty, and it's amazing how the Bhagavatam is describing or is giving this information in such detail. Vrajanaba was said to have been born from the effulgence of the sun god. So Vrajanaba is there. And Hiranyanaba, who is here, the great saint Yajnavalkya learned the highly elevated system of mystic yoga known as Adhyatma Yoga, which can loosen the knots of material attachment in the heart. Having achieved perfection in the power of mystic yogi, Maru still lives in a place known as Kalapa Grama. At the end of Kali Yuga, he will revive the lost Surya dynasty by begetting a son. Brihadbala, who was killed by a fight by your father. This is Parikshit Maharaj. So his father is Arjun. So future kings of the dynasty. All of them will become kings one after the other. Sumitra, coming in this age of Kali, will be the last king in the Ikshwaku dynasty. After him, the dynasty will be extinguished. So here we go. This is just carrying on from the previous slide where we saw all those different names. So again, let's just have a quick look, see if we recognize any of the names. Wow, amazing. So that's chapter.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Sorry, I'm still asking. Can you put that? This one. Are these all sons of the son of before?
Yes, that's right. That's correct.
Before, can you put the page about 2-3 page ago?
Yeah. That's right. It carries on. Oops, there he is.
Yeah. So these are the sons, and then the other one carries on.
Yeah, father, son, like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, but these names doesn't come anywhere in Ramayana.
No, probably not.
I don't think so. I have not heard about them. Here The last one, he says, no more sons.
Yeah.
Sumitra, then no more sons.
So this,
Okay, Hare
yeah,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
yeah, thank you. This is basically a description of the different dynasties from Kusha. Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Good. Anybody else? Any questions? Any comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Nariman.
Yes, it's so amazing that these dynasties have been sort of mentioned in the Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Extraordinary. Yeah.
Extraordinary. Yeah. This is from the Kushan. I don't know what happened to the dynasty from Love, the other son.
I think we might see that coming up next time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, one more question. Now, we have heard these names, yeah?
Yes.
But we don't know
are
they male or female.
No.
We don't know. They are just saying the names, but we don't know. We only know.
Oh, no, these will be all male. These will be all male.
All men. Okay.
Yeah, all male.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
All right. Thank you.
But here it says Sumitra. Look here.
Yeah, but even that's a man. Sumitra
That's
is
a man. Okay.
man's name.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I'm asking unusual questions.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. So if there's nothing else, we can stop there. Shishi Srimad Bhagavad Puran ki jai, Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai.